Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new video. It is me, Desiree, and today we're going to be talking about some fails. So these are some products that just did not work for me this month for one reason or another. I used to do these videos all the time. At the end of every month I did a monthly fails video, but then I kind of just forgot because I feel like I was mentioning the products somehow throughout the month and I felt like it was repetitive to mention them again. But I want to get back into it and talking about some products that just didn't work for me because I feel like fail reviews are just as important and informative as, positive ones. So I have a few things that didn't work for me, but just keep in mind if these work for you and you love them, that's great. You don't have to stop loving it just because I say I don't like it. So first thing though, I can't imagine a lot of people really liking this one. This made me angry. It's so angry. I couldn't believe this existed. So this is the Walgreens brand, the SPF 50 mineral sunscreen. It's compared to Neutrogena Sheer Zinc Face Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. So I've been very into trying all the sunscreens lately. I don't know. Every now and then I get really into like one type of thing. Like I was very into face washes for a while and I wanted to try all of them. Then I got really into trying different sunscreens and I have them all set up here. It says here it's oil-free sheer and it's zinc oxide is the filter that it's using, and of course it is a mineral sunscreen. So I don't love mineral sunscreens usually because they are just so thick, they're hard to spread, they have a really weird texture that really doesn't sink into the skin, and there's usually a white cast no matter what. No matter how they try to say there's no white cast, you're gonna see it. You're gonna see that your skin looks a little different, even if it's not super noticeable, you know what I mean? But this mineral sunscreen, I think, is the reason people hate mineral sunscreens. This has everything. It's thick. It's goopy, it's greasy, it's hard to spread, and it white casts like no other. So let me show you. I don't even want to put this on. But so the main thing about the sunscreen, you know what? It does what it says it's going to do. It's going to protect your skin from the sun. It's SPF 50. It's probably going to do a good job of that and, fulfilling on that claim because it's a sunscreen. But it's just so thick. Like, why is it so thick? And if this is compared to the Neutrogena Sheer Zinc sunscreen, I can't imagine the Neutrogena one feeling like this because Neutrogena usually puts out pretty solid sunscreens. So this one is very thick. It's very paste-like. It feels more like an ointment. Like this feels like a sunscreen you got as a prescription. Say you went to the doctor and they were like, oh, I see a lot of sun damage. I'm gonna prescribe you a sunscreen. This feels like that, like a prescription sunscreen. Like they're like, well, you didn't put the sunscreen on, so that's the prescription you have to go with. That's what it feels like. It's like Desitin, like baby rash ointment thick and just pasty and creamy, and it's not a pleasant experience to put this on at all. So I know it looks like it's spreading here on my hand, but let me tell you, when you put this on your face, it's going to dry, at least this is my experience. When I put this on my face, it dries so fast. So say I spread it on my face and then I start like blending it in different sections. I have to start, really just pulling, like I'm pulling at my face to get the sunscreen to spread because within a matter of seconds, it has thickened up so much and it won't spread. It will not spread for anything. And then after it's done, being really hard to spread and you finally got it to go into your skin, there is a white cast. There's no doubt about it. It's not the most obvious white cast in the world, but it's there. Like if someone saw me on the street, they wouldn't say, oh, you got a white cast in your sunscreen. But you know what your skin looks like. You know exactly what your skin tone looks like. And you can tell when there's a white, shiny veil on top of it, just enough to throw off all your makeup colors and to make you look kind of like, something's a little wrong here. It does have a very light, like rose scent. It doesn't smell like sunscreen at all, so if that scent kind of bothers you, this one doesn't have that. But it smells like rose, which is kind of nice. I actually don't mind it at all. Another thing I don't like about this sunscreen is that so once it dries down onto your face, it feels like it has sealed in your face with paraffin wax. Like suddenly all your pores are covered up, you can't sweat on your face, and you feel like you're sweating but your sweat can't come out. You know what I mean? It's a weird sensation. I rinsed this off. I've tried this multiple times because I'm like, maybe I put too much like other skincare on and the sunscreen on top is just too much and it doesn't work well. I've tried this several different ways, like without skincare, without moisturizer, on its own. It doesn't work either way. It makes my skin feel awful. It looks awful. It feels awful. I don't like anything about this. Like I said at the beginning, this is the mineral sunscreen that would make you hate mineral sunscreens. Like there are so much better ones out there, and this one I don't like this one. I mean, it's gonna protect your skin from the sun. It's not an elegant formula in any way, shape, or form, and it made me angry that this type of sunscreen is still being made, because people have made such advances in the sunscreen world. Like, you don't have to wear this like thick paste, you know what I mean? Like I said, it feels like a prescription. I talked a lot about that, but I really don't like it. I don't recommend it, you know. It's not good, and I think it'll make you hate sunscreen. If you're trying to find like the best sunscreen for you, one you're gonna want to wear every day, that's not one to start with. I don't know. I didn't like it. The next thing, now I gotta have this white sunscreen on my arm the rest of the video. Anyway, this is from Balance Me. It's the Vitamin C Repair Serum. I'm sure I got this in I got this in an advent calendar. So I was looking everywhere for a vitamin C product because I'm on a mission, a personal mission to use up all of my skincare. I'm gonna use up every single product. I have a lot, and I almost want to do like a what I'm starting with video and kind of start. I'm not gonna do like a project pan style or anything, but I want to try to do some sort of project with the skincare that I have and kind of document it in videos. So if you have any ideas, let me know, but I'm still trying to formulate it in my head and how I'm gonna do it. Anyway, I looked everywhere for vitamin C before I purchased one, and I couldn't find any that weren't powders, and I didn't really like the powders I was using. So I did end up buying one, but then I found this in an advent calendar that I hadn't taken all the products out of yet, that I got back in December, like during Christmas. And the first time I used this, I was like, is it expired? Is there something wrong with this? Like, it's not expired. I hadn't even opened it yet. It's brand new, sealed, because it smells horrible. It smells horrible. It smells like bacon. Like not bacon that is like, ooh, is someone cooking bacon? Like, you know, that good smell? It smells like bacon fat that has solidified, and you could just still smell it in your house. It's bacon fat and urine. Like, there's a lily scent in here somewhere, and I don't want my face to smell like bacon fat and urine. But this vitamin C was so bad in the smell department. The texture is no good. This also made my skin feel like it sealed, like it was sealing in all of my pores, and I couldn't sweat. All of a sudden I felt like I was sweating, but nothing could escape. I tried this only a couple times, and I rinsed it off both times. I did end up rinsing my entire face, so the skincare I already had on, I was like, I don't even care, I gotta get this vitamin C off of my skin. I couldn't believe it. Like, I can't believe this vitamin C still exists, like this kind of formula. There are so much better ones out there. And Balance Me tends to come a lot in subscription boxes, and I like their products here and there. They're not like the best brand in the world for me, but every now and then I find one that I like. This vitamin C is not it. The bacon smell, the lily urine smell, the texture, the sealing of the skin, did not work for me at all. And I'm glad I didn't like use this before buying a new one, because I was glad I had something else to use, because this is no bueno. I have one other thing. It's from No. 7. Which is so sad, because I love No. 7. I love this brand. I've tried probably every single item that they've offered over the last few years. All the skincare anyway. The makeup, you know, it's okay for me, but I haven't tried everything. But this is their melting gel cleanser for dry skin. So right when I saw that this existed, I thought, oh my goodness, I have to try that. I didn't even know like when it came out or anything, but it seemed like a new product because I hadn't seen it before. So the last couple months, I've been working on all of my cleansers. I'm working on using them all up. And I'm loving it so much, because I'm using stuff that I bought just to have it, and now I'm actually using it up, getting my money's worth, you know what I mean? And I can report back to you on how it was. A lot of the stuff, you know, I don't talk about till it's in the empties videos, which is why I'm trying to find a way to incorporate more skincare throughout the month, just to kind of share with you what I'm using. Anyway, so I thought this was going to be like the other cleansers I had used from Neutrogena, I think Clean and Clear. I used a couple of cleansers up from them that were ones you put on your dry skin. So you just squirt it out of the tube, rub it between your hands, put it on your dry skin, add water, emulsify it, make it turn a little milky, and then rinse it off. So that's what I kind of thought this was going to be, because it's a melting gel cleanser. They also say on the back here, it's a luxurious gel formula that transforms into a cleansing oil as you massage it into skin, cleverly dissolving makeup and impurities without drying. It then transforms into a milk as you rinse away to leave skin free from residue, leaving skin feeling perfectly clean, soothed, and silky soft. It is a base of grapeseed oil. It's got vitamin C, E, and B in it. Sounds great. Sounds exactly like every other cleanser that I've been using that was kind of like this. This just doesn't work like the other ones. This is a very, very thick gel. I'm gonna put some out, why not? So it's a thick gel, which is fine, but it feels like Vaseline, but Vaseline that's been thickened up, like a thicker Vaseline, if you could imagine that. It's difficult to spread across the skin, just like that sunscreen. It's so weird. Difficult to spread across the skin. It's just too thick, and I feel like I'm really pulling at it, and it never really softens up. You know, sometimes like a solid oil, like a cleansing balm or something, it transforms into a really thin oil that you can easily like work your fingers around your skin to take off your makeup. This never does that. It never cleverly turns into an oil like it says here. It just stays thick and like a pasty gel that's really hard to move on your skin. And I thought I was using it wrong. I'm like, wait, am I not supposed to use it like this? And I double checked the directions, and that's exactly how you're supposed to use it on your dry skin. And it's so hard to spread across the skin, it's unpleasant. So I've been using a different amount. I thought maybe I'm using too much, maybe I'm using too little. I've tried it multiple different ways. It's difficult either way. After about 3 minutes of trying to move this cleanser around my skin, then it starts kind of getting thin, but it's not really like it's transforming into an oil. It more just starts feeling greasy. It feels like there's like a thick layer stuck on your face, like on your skin, and then on the top there's a separate layer of grease that you're moving around. It's not really like dissolving makeup, it's more like just a grease, like you're wiping grease on top of your makeup, but it's not removing it. I can't really describe how weird this is. It's just such an unpleasant experience to use this. And then you rinse it off, and it rinses amazing. It rinses so well. It takes all the makeup off. It looks great. It does leave a lot of residue behind. It does say it's for dry skin, so maybe that's why, because I don't have particularly dry skin, but it leaves a lot of greasy residue behind. I have to wash my face almost twice sometimes to get all of it off, because it's just stuck on my face. So such an unpleasant experience. I don't enjoy using this. I was very disappointed with it because I was looking forward to using this because I usually like No. 7's products, but this is not a good one for me. But that is it. Those are my fails for July. If you've tried any of these and you love them, let me know why. Maybe I'm using them wrong. You know, I want to love everything I buy. I don't buy stuff with the intention of hating it, but sometimes stuff just doesn't work out. But that is it. Let me know some products you have disliked this month, stuff that didn't work for you. I would love to know. But that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.